What is going on, Outlaws? Once again, Michael or Legacy Kill HD back with another Red Dead Redemption 2 video for you. And there have been some very interesting comments coming from the team over at the YouTube channel Pretty Good Gaming about the current situation at Rockstar Games. I recently got in contact with them as they claim to have a source at Rockstar Games who gave them some very interesting information, and today we're going to be discussing what was said and what it could mean for the future of Rockstar titles like Red Dead Redemption 2. But as usual, gang, if you have not heard, I am doing a giveaway for Red Dead Redemption 2. All you have to do is check the link in the description to enter and just be an active subscriber. Also, make sure to check out my most recent video in which I recapped all the pieces of official and unofficial information so far with Red Dead Redemption 2. Nonetheless, these claims coming from Pretty Good Gaming are not exactly what many of us want to hear, but I need to add some context to the first statement coming from this source, as recently Rockstar has changed their stance on Grand Theft Auto single player mods and are working with the Open4 team to bring it back. So it's a good thing. But this source, who apparently does work at Rockstar Games, we'll get into their identity a little bit later on, is claiming that quote-unquote modding has been despised since modders first started modding their products, like all Rockstar games. And Sam Houser, one of Rockstar's founders, has internally said he wanted Grand Theft Auto 5 to be unmoddable, as Sam in particular takes great offense to it, seeing the games as his creations and desiring people to experience them the way he envisions. But this angry employee of Rockstar goes on claiming, regardless of how Rockstar publicly react to the outcome of this recent mod ban, I would like to state that they will almost certainly will continue with this mindset into their future products. This is not what any of us want to hear. Total Biscuit put it perfectly in his video discussing all of this, where he said mods sell games, and he's right, they do. He also brought up a good point where he stated Grand Theft Auto 5 single player mods take away from the time spent online, in which Take-Two is not making any money from, which is probably the grudge that they have with Open4 and other single player mods. But the backlash that they received is the reason why Open4 is coming back. I mean, let's remember, initially Rockstar described Open4 as enabling malicious mods that interfere with the Grand Theft Auto Online experience, which just is not at all true. Either way, I truly fear that this mod controversy is just the beginning. But this source at Rockstar Games wasn't done, as they claim that quote-unquote the concept of shark cards are here to stay and are very much a part of their next title, although with a more appropriate name for the cowboy western setting. Red Dead Redemption 2 is set to feature bonds instead of shark cards. Now, to be honest, most of us knew this was coming. In the past, I predicted that it would be called gold bars, but bonds make a lot more sense. But this source does not stop there, because they go into detail about the working conditions at Rockstar Games, claiming that there is always a development crunch before a game releases, but this is something that has been non-stop at Rockstar, which has led to extreme pressure on employees and a high turnover of staff, with a chasm of inexperience left by the developers leaving the company so frequently. This source then adds, quote-unquote, I have faith that regardless of its flaws, their next title will live up to its hype, but I want to make clear that it comes at a very high cost to the people involved in the process, and not the ones who benefit most from it either. Well, gang, unfortunately this is nothing new with Rockstar, as one example is the development of Red Dead Redemption, where in January 2010, Gamasutra published a blog post from apparent wives of Rockstar San Diego employees who claimed unethical working practices in place at Rockstar San Diego during the game's developing, including 12-hour workdays, 6-day weeks, and lower than industry average salary increases. Again, these are just allegations coming from a disgruntled employee, and I have been in contact with Mike Williams over at Pretty Good Gaming, who has said that this employee provided them with extra information about their time at Rockstar and what they do. Through some investigating, Mike was able to find proof that this individual is an employee of Rockstar Games, but did want to add that this employee is not happy, and we should all take this information he gave with a grain of salt. But I will add that I myself have had some conversations with individuals who worked for Rockstar in the past, and it seems to be that they too have had a bad experience with the company. But like the guys over at Pretty Good Gaming have said, if anyone from Rockstar is watching, I would like to hear what your side of the story is on this. My takeaway from this is I truly am nervous about how Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to be treated. Most of the community is looking forward to Red Dead Redemption 2 for the story. I think it's going to be phenomenal, but I almost feel with these allegations and comments from Take-Two in the past that the online is going to be the main focus. So that probably means that we'll never see any single player DLC, which is unfortunate. I guess that's the reality that we live in. Hopefully that does not impact the actual story. Either way, this is not the same Rockstar Games. Since Leslie Benzies left the company, it seems like a lot has been changing. I mean, Rockstar North has lost a lot of its key members through these recent years, some of which have joined Leslie's new gaming company, and others have moved on to other ventures. Either way, gang, a huge shout out and thank you to Pretty Good Gaming for the information and responding to some of my questions so fast. There will be a link in the description to their channel. A lot of great content, make sure you guys check them out. But I also need to make sure I give a thank you to all you guys for watching, and also we just hit 100,000 subscribers. There's a special video coming. It's taken some time, but it'll be here. future. But anyway guys, make sure to smack that like button if you did enjoy this video or found any informative value, and let me know what your thoughts are on this in the comment section below. Also consider subscribing to stay up to date on everything Red Dead Redemption 2 related, and remember, Outlaws to the end.